The road with these boats is visible on the foot and they tell you the history behind it. It's just a street to go on here. That's it, let's get the video. There's the air train in the foot in here. See? There's a limit here for how much can go through, how tall the lorry has to be, for example. See up here right hand side, the triangles. 32 metres. So as you can see, if you enter this area, as you can see with the curbstones, I've got some bolting up because on Saturday is the 12th of July, which marks the victory of the Battle of the Boyne with King William's forces. And before we get into that, I'm just going to check out this building here. This is the old fire building. As you can see, you have the old logo up here. Like a better shop than we want, you see this. That's the Sally's logo, Vita versus Victoria, Life, Truth, Victory. So as you see, this is the old fire station as mentioned previously. That's the archway. It's a one-way system, so it is. So the tourist up there. So Collins Cathedral's over there, so it is. They're taking some pallets over here. There's a wee bonfire here on the 11th night. And then you have the mural over here, Londonderry Loyalist Still Under Siege. There's actually a fashion plaque with the one King Memorial button over here, left hand side. It's quite nice looking, the button. But see, just focus it here. Yeah. So this is the mural here. It's full of melee here and fighting. So as I said previously, Londonderry Loyalist Still Under Siege will surrender. It used to be King Ball was painted here beforehand, but it was painted over. This is the new mural. It's actually somewhat recent. So you got some derelict bulbs over here, unfortunately, and yeah, we have the over here. That's a new Newgate Culture Centre. That's a theatre, and like there's a artsy stuff happens in there as well. And then you have the one King Memorial Band here. There's some images here. So they wear crimson because that's the colour of the Apprentice boys. That's a flag, the Apprentice boys flag. So the reason why the Apprentice boys wear crimson is to mark all the deaths that happened during the siege of the city back in 1688. Three images here. So this was William King. He died 24th of September 1969. He worked as a security guard depot, and it says here he was killed by Nazi's rioters. And he was pronounced dead on arrival to the hospital at the Galvin. And also mentions here, see, due to the riots on the Bloody Sunday, after the Bloody Sunday in 1972, there was actually exodus to the Protestant community. Over 18,000 came over to the fountain and the waterside, so they did. And that was the most violent year of the Troubles. It's seen over almost 500 deaths there, which actually the specific number is 497 deaths. Some old photographs in the band here. William King Memorial, Fountain Street, flute band Londonderry. As well, earlier photographs, looks like 60s or 70s this photograph. It's marching up, that's marching up Shipquay Street, as you can see. See, no, I think it's Bishopsgate actually, because that's where they told King James to surrender during the siege of the city. Bishopsgate, that's quite important, so it is. And you have some more here. So the skeletons represent all the deaths that happened here in the city during the siege. the walled city, I suppose, representation of. And because the island of Ireland, that's where the harp's there. It comes to flag the Apprentice boys and Union Jack. As I said previously, Vita, Virtus Victoria, Life, True Victory, Campbell's. It's painted in homage to the siege. Just walking down here, the street here. That's the area covered back there. So that's some more information if you're interested over there by the mural. There's actually a cabbie here as well, as you can see. See the old church over here, Church of Ireland. So that's just on the street down there, just doing the Craigyan Bridge. So here's more bunting and more flags. And what we have up here. It's hard to make out. West Bank Loyalists. West Bank Loyalist, WBL. City. So you painted the railings also and the curbs. It's the street that came back up there, and yep, it's about there. Some apartment blocks. I believe it's a school over there. So you guys see the spire of the church over here during the stair segment here. And it leads up to the new school up here. We have a mural here depicting the relief of Derry, as you can see up here. So where the ships from London, merchant ships from London, or military ships, broke up the boom led by King James's army in the Foyle River, and they relieved the city of King James's forces. Forest is quite faded, but it actually looks like it would be a quite nice painting. See if we can get a better shot here. With the trees sort of in the way. So we have a mural over here also. At the going down of the sun and in the morning we remember them. And the poppy leaf is the Belle of the Sun happened in Belgium. The poppy flower is actually very common in the fields over there. A lot of people died those fields with poppy fields. So that's just symbolic of the soldiers who died World War I specifically. You got some like pictures over here also. That's the artist who painted the mural we're going to see up here very shortly. 1688, 1690. That's the relief of the city at the end of it, and that was the start of the siege and the end of the siege. 7th of December is when the siege started. Ended in August, 14th of August I believe. The Thepio Memorial to the missing of the sea. I can't pronounce it. The Thepio Memorial to the missing of the Somme is a war memorial to 72,195 missing British and South African servicemen who died in the Battle of the Somme in the First World War between 1915 and 1918 of no known grave. It is built in the red brick and limestone between 1928 and 1932. It is near the village of Thepel, Picardy in France, and the visitor centre opened up in 2004. It's got quite nice scenery here, the rainbow here. This was someone's meaning gate. It's a war memorial. It was dedicated to the 54,395 British and Commonwealth soldiers, Canada, South Africa, and etc. And the European assailant of World War I, and those graves are unknown. The memorial is located at the eastern exit of the town and marks the starting point of one of the main roads out of the town that allied soldiers to the front line. The main gate memorial was unveiled on 24th of July 1927. There's scripture up here. It's hard to read though. So these are all the list of names who died. People on the fountain. These are the soldiers who lived in the fight previously but gave their lives for World War I. So you just go through some of them here. Adam Sergeant David, 1146, 10th Battalion, Royal Irish Division, Royal Irish, I can't speak it, I'm just too tired. Royal Irish Rifles, died in France from fighting, free fighting press. So you take a little one here. Houston Corporal David, 9574, 1st, 8th Battalion, Royal Unskilling Fusiliers, Kelton Active Europees from 35 Wapping Lane. This is quite iconic, the Ulster Tower. It's not Ireland's Northern Irish National War Memorial is one of the first memorials to be erected on the Western Front. It commemorates the men of the 1st Ulster Division and all those, and 10th Irish Division also, and all those men from Ulster who served in the First World War. The memorial was officially opened on the 19th of November 1921. It's very close to the Helen's Tower, which stands in the grounds of Caldenboy Estate near Bangor, quite around Northern Ireland. Many of the men of the Ulster Division trained on the estate before leaving to England, then France, and then in 1916. The tower was staffed by members of the Sound Association, which is based in Belfast. So basically, long story short, the soldiers trained this battleground before this was erected, and after they went over to England, went to France and died. After they died in the fields, this is erected in their memory. So my grandfather's grandfather, he was asking on Fusiliers. He actually lost an eye there in the First World War. He was actually in the Boer War, South Africa, and he's also fought in the Battle of the Somme, and he lost one eye each in each wars. And he's from St. Mull, so he was. Hey, and out of the way. West Bank Loyalist Youth, that's what that meant to represent here in Redhead Ulster. So as you see, there's actually a statue in the centre of the playground called the Key Man. For obvious reasons, there's keys on his blazer, as you can see. So this is the Orange Order here. You have the Canadian Division, and he's got the orange on his headdress here. The Ghana Division. Faith, Hope, Charity, which is the slogan of the Orange Order. This is King William of Orange. The reason why it's called King William of Orange is because King William was a Dutchman. Orange is the national colour of the Netherlands. They have Scotland here. They have, well, just raised Derry, but the London scored out, so Derry. You got some apartment buildings over here also. So this is I actually got this in a previous video on my other channel, but that's gone now. So this is actually the thumbnail of the previous channel, so it was. That's about it. I could have swore that the King Boymore was here, but it's gone now, it looks like things. This is the old tower. It used to be a prison, part of the prison here in the fountain, and it's actually a museum also full of World War I, World War II artifacts. And it's dedicated to the memory of the First and Second World Wars and most recent conflicts. So that's actually inside of it here. I can't get inside. It's actually a museum, but I can't get inside it. Flying up there too. This is the Heritage Tower, officially opened by Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of the South of Londonderry, Dr. D.A.J. Keegan, OBE, 15th November 2003. As Royal British Legion here. Here's the Governor Walker's pillar here. It was actually destroyed in 1973, wasn't it? And but the pillar still remains, or the pump. Just this. This is gone though. Yeah. Got some hats here as well. Is that the one of the merchant band's hats, or is that an actual military hat?
Eh?
Is that a military hat or a merchant hat?
That's the merchant hat. That's
right.
the Wine King band.
Oh, Wine King. Oh, fair enough. And Crumpson's the Corps of Apprentice boys, so that's why it's
He was a local man from here.
24th of September 1969. That's when it happened.
And a young lad from here.
And the right helmet over here too. ROC helmet also. And see the red one, what's this? Is that an Normarching one or is that
That's a band from the Scotland.
Scotland? Oh, I see the Scottish flag here now, so they the unicorn as well, the national of Scotland. And then you have all the wee badges in here and wee cups. This is 8 foot tall. They actually make this out of yellow
Straw.
tape here. Right, straw. This is yellow tape though, isn't it?
Yellow paint.
Yellow paint, okay.
Hey,
I've just been silly.
whenever you call.
Aye. And this is a Bishop's Gate, isn't it? The shut of the
Fergie
gates.
Gate.
Fergie Gate.
This here's magazine gate.
Magazine Gate.
That was the last offence.
Right.
Oh.
And they showed no surrender and Bishop's Gate, wasn't it?
Aye.
Right.
He came up on a white horse.
Right.
That's great.
Yes.
He come up, try to ask him to surrender. They come in and see what it's like inside the walls. He climbed down an apple tree.
Right.
Escaped. He went down behind this wall.
This
The
one?
walls here.
Right.
This side. Went down. Around there. They go out and give him information. They come in here to get seize the city.
Right.
So these ones, he was stripped as governor. You see all the governor things. He was stripped, him and Kearns and Mary and Baker stripped him from being governor.
Right.
So my club takes over. He's
Right.
governor. He was the one that whenever Dungannon was abandoned, the regiment came back here to defend the city.
Right. And his name is?
Governor Walker.
Governor Walker.
That's my club.
There's parent clubs and then there's a...
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of...
Parent clubs and then branch clubs.
Right. There's 8 parent clubs, isn't there?
Aye. If you see in August, 8 parent clubs about to march in the walls.
Right.
Each parent club has to light him.
Light them on fire?
Aye.
Right.
Each parent club takes turns to burn him.
Right.
So this is what they take over. The range of time and date.
Right.
Where is it again? Yeah.
That's it?
That's what they take over.
Right.
So they come back and here, they kick us over, they start a riot, they arrange a time and date. So this is what they throw over.
Right, paint bombs?
Yeah, paint bombs, petrol bombs, sugar and salt. They can't throw straight. This is my dad's stuff.
Right.
So whenever they start making the Lundy, they put that in there, that's paper mache, so it goes in there.
Right.
So it goes hard and it goes in here, dry, and then it goes in there, it's hard, and then that's painted.
Ah, okay. So tempers it?
Yeah.
So let's see.
18th for December. That's when we light it.
Right. The siege started on the 7th of December, didn't it? Wasn't that when it started?
April.
April. There's an initial one where they came to the South Gates, that was 7th, wasn't it?
Aye.
The siege didn't actually begin until April.
Yeah.
It was 105 days. That's why there's 105 steps up on the...
Starvation.
There was originally 105 steps up on the pillar as well.
This here.
Yeah.
And this. They blew this up.
Yeah.
The IRA. The army thought it was the IRA.
Right.
But it wasn't. It was the army.
Army.
So my granddad was on holidays with, where is it? Keys. Oh my. Key holder. He was a major key holder. So he was. He closed these gates. My granddad had the key. Closed it. The army. Him up here.
Right.
Put a bomb. And through here. Around, somewhere around here. Tumbled it from the neck down.
Right.
So it was blew up.
I heard that that was done because it gives them a viewpoint of the bogside.
So
Right.
this here was blew up and left with this. So it was blew up from the neck down.
Neck down.
So that
Like control explosion. Right.
so that my granddad maintained it was the IRA, but it wasn't. It was the army.
Right. Let's see. That's very interesting. Thank you very much. Just have a wee look here.
That's just a tag.
REC.
Aye.
They still use the same hats for the PSNI, right?
There's the Irish Street Band. Wait, Irish Street, East Bank.
Right.
They were from here. They were from the waterside, East West Bank. Hamilton. Churchill's. All three of them there belong. My granddad. He was a Monday builder.
Right.
He was in the band. He was in the band.
He's in the
Churchill's.
band, okay.
He's no longer here.
Oh, sorry to hear about that.
He died to us. Thanks. Some people say that, and then I just go thanks. That's the Churchills. He was on that. He was a bass drummer,
Right.
and then he finished off and it was in England. I was going to say America.
Oh, you're right. Get them days.
England. He was died in England, and then he came back here to get wet.
Right.
This is my uncle's uniform.
Uncle's right.
This here.
What's the filler for? Is it the Irish Brigade or is it the Scottish Brigade?
Royal Irish.
Royal Irish. Right.
That's his uniform.
My
Paddy.
grandfather's grandfather was Escalon Fusiliers. He's Sergeant Gallagher, William Gallagher.
Jeez.
He lost eye in the Battle of Somme.
Oh,
The lines where it was. It's actually the Boer War, also the known South Africa.
Jeez, that's his unit. That's his boots.
Right.
His hat, his uniform. That's his uniform, all that. Is that? Is this?
Right. A flak jacket here.
No, that's fine.
A
Padre.
Padre Jackson. Is that not flak jacket here, left hand side?
Aye, that's
Right.
the army. That's the army.
Army. Right.
So that was his
So
uniform.
what's this here? The
That's
symbol?
a cross. He was a padre.
Padre. Right.
So he was a padre. And
Oh, a religious person.
aye.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to curse in front of you. So I just go, I don't give a fuck.
Alright.
You're not allowed to curse, my granddad. He was a Christian. So
Aye.
was he. Royal Irish. UDR.
UDR. See the lapels are red too.
Aye. You see, I'm allowed to touch any.
That's okay.
And hey, I'm allowed to touch this. It's made of has stuff.
I understand that day. We're all Irish uniform here too as well.
Yep.
This year I can speak some German. Achtung meinen, so attention, there's mines. Or warning, mines.
Where?
Here. Achtung meinen, so attention, there's mines or warning, mines. See here?
Oh, flip by. That was a good going, Matt. What?
Aye. It's a German helmet here too, so it is.
That there was Hitler's bunker.
Hitler's bunker.
There.
That was covered by grass and moss, so it was. They covered from the airlines. Or they call it the RAF.
Yeah.
And the Air Force in America.
They were evil.
They were.
Flip me. Hitler was a coward. And he died a coward's way.
Bullet in the head.
He died a coward's way out.
He did. That's class, Ed. The wee dog. The wee corgi, is it?
Meerkat.
Meerkat, right?
He died of the coward's way.
He did.
I don't call him a coward, I call him... That's
Schutzstaffel. SS Schutzstaffel. Or special branch even. Or the military, and then there's Hitler there himself.
a coward.
The glasses are a little bit weird, don't they? The sunglasses.
Yeah. Where's me my fucking moustache?
Aye.
He was an evil git.
You have turtle helmet here, Mark 1, isn't it? Turtle helmet?
Aye.
Mark 1.
all this, if you go down here, and it is your ground.
Aye. And then you have these are actual helmets to find. This looks like World War One helmets, the started helmets, because these segments here you actually pop on the face visor.
Was that you seen at the bonfire site?
Was sort of walk around in history. That was me.
Aye, I seen you down there.
I love history, so I do. There's another arm hat here.
See if you're looking at that picture there, that's the 36th Ulster Division.
This one?
No, that picture there, the white one.
The white one? This one?
Aye.
That's cool.
That's them going over the top, 7:30 in the
Over
morning.
no man's land?
Aye. They were going over the top. The first bombardment. So they attacked after the first bombardment.
Yeah.
They went over the top and died. All the missing people. That's all the stuff from the battlefields itself.
Yeah.
All been dug up.
Yeah. And then the poppy is to represent the people who've fallen in the song. There's a lot of poppy fields around there. It shows like they died in this area, which were full of poppy fields.
Aye.
That's how you remember them. First 6th Ulster Division, 10th Irish Division.
Then the Royal and then the Royal Enniskillen.
That would be my great grandfather. Son like that.
My great uncle, he was a acting sergeant. When his brother, he stayed alive to the 2nd of July and he died on the 2nd.
Right.
So his brother was an acting sergeant.
Aye.
And 10 months later went missing. Died on the 2nd, 18th of June, 18th of July.
Right. Is this German Bundesmarine? That's like State Marine. Aye. A State Marine. This is a pretty cool ship. Belfast launched there's ship factory up there, I remember that day. There's Titanic and all. And there's a few other ones, there's a couple of sister ships. There was an Olympic and then there's Britannic.
Have you ever seen the SAS Rogue Hero? That's Paddy.
Paddy.
Aye.
That's a good painting actually.
That was my uncle. Done that.
Cool.
He was a hard-headed. So he was.
Easy Iron Man are.
He was a bit of hard-headed.
Aye.
He was psycho at that. Hit him with a head with a wooden chair.
Right.
Knocked him straight out.
So I just walked up this area and I could have swore that there was a memorial over here, or mural to King William, but I think it's painted over. Let's see. So a very kind man named Robert let me into the tower and he told me the history behind it, and thank you Robert if you're watching, I appreciate that. But I'm disappointed that I couldn't see the mural. I think they painted that over. Like I know there's a couple of attacks here and the murals a few times from the national side. So that may be what happened to this one up here, because there's actually the main mural, the Londonderry Loyalist under siege, that was actually paint bombed, unfortunately. So that's about it. I was actually surprised at seeing the Heritage Tower, or the museum. I'm very pleased with that now, very pleased indeed. It's actually a wee hidden gem, like. That's about it. I haven't really got much more to say really, but I hope you enjoyed today's video and see you in the next one. This is the old barracks, the old British Army barracks. This was Germans surrendered in World War II. They came to this barracks. As you can see, there's remnants to a bulge over there, and there's an international sailor statue over there. Because Derry used to be a prominent port. What a nice little view there. Back to the video. This is going to be the DNA museum. So that's lastly, I heard there's going to be a restaurant over here. That's top of the hill over there. This is the Catholic area. But yeah, I've never been on that, so I don't know what's inside it. Then you have the Walside Brewery over here. So you can get a better view of it here. So for anybody who's in the loyal side of the community, just making a sweet video for you today, hopefully you enjoy it. Got some murals up. I'm disappointed that mural of King Bully is painted over. I reckon it might have been destroyed, but hopefully not. But hopefully repainted, because it was actually class up a mural like. Easiest here. Walside Brewery. They have a house over here. There's a class up a mural out there. This is the war memorial in Belgium, as seen previously. That's for all those who they passed through this archway, the Irish soldiers going to the battlefield of the Somme in Belgium. So it was actually shot in the 1920s. So to the armies of the British Empire who stood from 1914 to 1918, to those who of their dead who have no known grave. You have some nice painting here. You got a nice little mural here. We have Ulster and Irish Division, so 1st Ulster Division and 10th Irish Division. And then you have the place in Belfast where they trained before they went off to war, World War I. We have Ulster. That's a tower. Looks like the tower down in the Buckle Mountains. It's like Kevin's Tower or something like that. As you can see, we have Pi G Mickey MM, Major W Redmond, they're in no man's land. So as you see here, we've got the divisions here. The 1st Ulster Division, 16th Irish Division and 10th Irish Division. These you forget. There's actually something written here in the wall, this here segment here, as you can see. It talks about the poppy fields, because that's where they all died, and the poppy is actually a symbol of the soldiers who perished during World War I, because a lot of the fields that they died on had poppies on them in Belgium. And the poppy contains opioids, which is actually used for medicine also. The community centre here, there's actually a library there also. So this is the stats. Starting from the 1st Ulster Division, 32186 killed, wounded, missing. 16th Irish Division, 28,398 killed, wounded or missing. The 10th Irish Division, 9,363 killed, wounded or missing. The fields of Belgium. There you have like the Dalai Lama, a couple of eyes there in peace. This is actually pretty cool, yes, the soldiers marching. To embrace the story of Messines and the spirit of brotherhood is to be freed from slavery or bigotry and intolerance. Glen Bar, OBE 2001. Get a little look up here, yes. So you have the outline of the soldiers here, the British soldiers. British and Irish, should say, because they fought alongside during that war. That's them marching. There's the poppies and the things, yes. Quite good detail on them actually. So this is the tower here. It might be somewhere in Belgium, you know, I'm not too familiar with that tower. That's it. So we had to see some more mountains here for this area on the other side, so take you along with me. Look at that view over there. That's bad. See our mural over there? There's actually a whale, or dolphin. That's killer whale, orca whale. That was actually in the river forest it was. So it got nicknamed Don't Be Dick because they tried to get back to sea but it swam the other way. So that's how I got nicknamed for that. It'll actually be the headlines in Derry.